All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to settle a big one for all you Canon shooters out there. We're putting the amazing R6 up against its powerful successor, the R6 Mark II. By the end of this, you're going to know exactly which camera is the right one for you. Okay, let's do this.
So here's the big question, right? It's the classic dilemma every creator runs into. Do you splurge on the shiny new thing, the Mark II with all the latest tech? Or do you play it smart and grab the original R6, which is still a powerhouse camera, but at a much, much better price? Let's break it down.
Okay, so let's set the stage. On one side, we have the original R6, a tried and true champion that came out back in July 2020, and on the other, its successor, the Mark II, which dropped in November of 2022. So that's a pretty big gap, right? We're talking more than 2 years of development, feedback, and new tech packed into the newer model. Let's see what that actually gets you.
All right, round one. We're going to start with the new kid on the block. In this first round, we're going to focus on all the big power plays, the key advantages that the R6 Mark II brings to the fight. These are its knockout features. And wow, the Mark II comes out swinging right out of the gate. I mean, 40 frames per second with the electronic shutter, that is just insane. It's literally double what the original R6 can do. So if you shoot anything that moves fast, sports, wildlife, you name it, this is a total game changer.
Okay, but speed is one thing. What about just staying power? Look at this. The Mark II gives you a whopping 580 shots on a single battery. The original R6, 360. That is a huge difference. We're talking more than 200 extra pictures. For a long day of shooting, that might mean you can actually leave that spare battery in your bag. How nice is that?
Now, if you're someone who shoots video just as much as photos, listen up. Because this is where the Mark II really starts to flex. These aren't just little tweaks here and there. We're talking serious, professional-grade upgrades for video.
So let's just run through what this stuff means for you. Raw video out? That means total control when you're color grading. Unlimited recording time? Yep, no more of that annoying 30-minute cutoff, which is a lifesaver for interviews. And no crop on 4K 60p video. Your wide lens actually stays wide. Plus, that lens breathing correction, it just makes your focus pulls look so much more cinematic. Bottom line, if you're serious about video, these features are transformative.
And then there's this feature, which honestly feels a little bit like cheating, in the best way possible. It's called the pre-shooting buffer. Think of it like a safety net for your photos. The camera is actually capturing frames before you fully press the button. So that perfect moment, that split second you always seem to miss, yeah, the camera already got it for you. Incredible.
Okay, so the Mark II looks pretty dominant, right? But hold on, let's talk about the original R6's counterpunch, because this camera is no slouch. And for some of you, especially if you're mainly a photographer, it's got a few tricks up its sleeve that are definitely worth a look. Okay, so check this out because it's a little counterintuitive. The original R6, it actually has more autofocus points, over 1,000 more, which could mean you get even more precise control over where you're focusing. And here's the other thing. Because it has fewer megapixels on that same full-frame sensor, each individual pixel is about 19% bigger. And bigger pixels, well, they can often mean better performance when the lights get low.
All right, before we get to the final decision, we have to talk about what these two cameras share. Because underneath all the differences, they're built on the same fantastic foundation. They share a lot of the same professional DNA, and these are features you get no matter which one you pick.
First up, that amazing in-body image stabilization. Both of them give you up to 8 stops of it. That means you can get tack-sharp photos handheld at ridiculously slow shutter speeds. And for video, it means you get super smooth, steady footage, often without even needing a gimbal. It's fantastic.
And these things are built tough. Both the R6 and the Mark II have pro-level weather sealing. So if you get caught in the rain or you're out in a dusty field, you don't have to panic and put your camera away. These things are made to handle the elements.
This one's a big deal for any professional, a real non-negotiable. Dual card slots. And yep, both cameras have them. This is your safety net. You can have an instant backup of every single shot you take. It's just total peace of mind, especially on a paid gig. And of course, we have to talk about that autofocus. Both cameras use Canon's incredible dual-pixel AF system. It's just so good at finding and sticking to eyes on people, on animals. It can even track cars and planes. It just works, and it lets you focus on being creative instead of worrying about your focus.
Okay, the bell's about to ring. We've seen what makes the Mark II special, we've seen where the original R6 holds its own, and we know what they share. So,
It's time for the final verdict. Let's see how they score and figure out which one of these belongs in your camera bag.
So, looking at the pure numbers, the R6 Mark II does come out on top. No big surprise there, right? It's the newer camera. It gets a solid 84, while the original R6 gets a very respectable 77. But listen, a score is just a number. The real story is about which camera is the right tool for you.
And honestly, it breaks down pretty simply. If you shoot a ton of video, if you need those high-end features, and you just want the latest and greatest tech, get the R6 Mark II. It's a no-brainer. But if you're mostly a photographer, if you're watching your budget, and you want an absolutely incredible camera that delivers pro-level images for less money, the original R6 is an amazing value.
And that value part really hits home when you look at the price tag. Right now, you can find a used or renewed R6 for around $1,800. The brand new Mark II, that's going to set you back about $2,100. So that's a few $100 difference, and that's not chump change. It really makes you think about how much you need those extra features.
So at the end of the day, it all comes back to you. Forget the numbers on a chart for a second. Just ask yourself a simple question. Which of these features will actually help you tell the stories you want to tell? Because the best camera in the world isn't the one with the highest score. It's the one that feels right in your hands and helps you bring your vision to life.